If you keep waking up at night with painful leg cramps, the problem might not be your legs at all. It's probably something missing from your diet. And the solution is sitting in your kitchen right now. Here's something most doctors won't tell you. Research suggests that 90% of leg cramps in older adults are caused by nutrient deficiencies that can be fixed with the right foods. I'm talking about simple, everyday foods that you can find at any grocery store. The best part? Most people see results in just a few days of eating these foods regularly. So if you're tired of being woken up by painful cramps in the middle of the night, or if your legs seize up during the day, stay with me because I'm about to share the 5 foods that can end this problem for good. Let's talk about leg cramps for a minute, because if you've ever had one, you know how awful they are. You're sleeping peacefully, and suddenly, your calf muscle tightens up so hard it feels like someone is twisting your leg. Or you're walking around, doing normal things, and boom, your muscle locks up, and the pain is so intense you have to stop everything. And here's what makes it even more frustrating. These cramps seem to come out of nowhere. One minute you're fine, the next minute you're in serious pain. And they always seem to happen at the worst times, in the middle of the night, or when you're trying to enjoy a walk, or when you're doing something important. For older adults, leg cramps are incredibly common. Studies show that about 60% of people over 50 experience regular leg cramps. That's more than half of all older adults dealing with this problem on a regular basis. But here's what most people don't understand. These cramps aren't just random bad luck. They're not something you just have to live with because you're getting older. In most cases, leg cramps are your body's way of telling you that something is missing. Your muscles need certain nutrients to work properly, and when they don't get those nutrients, they cramp up. The problem is that as we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients as well as they used to. We might not be eating enough of the right foods. Some medications can deplete important nutrients. We might not be drinking enough water. All of these things add up and create the perfect conditions for leg cramps. And most people try to deal with leg cramps in all the wrong ways. They stretch, they massage, they take pain medication. And sure, those things might help in the moment when you're having a cramp, but they don't fix the underlying problem. It's like putting a Band-Aid on something that needs actual healing. The real solution is to give your body the nutrients it needs so the cramps don't happen in the first place. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. All right, let's get into the 5 foods that can prevent leg cramps. I'm going to tell you what each food is, why it works, and how much you should eat. These aren't weird or expensive foods. They're things you probably already know about. You just might not be eating enough of them. Food number 1, bananas. You've probably heard that bananas are good for cramps, and it's absolutely true. Bananas are packed with potassium, which is one of the most important minerals for preventing muscle cramps. Here's how it works. Potassium helps your muscles contract and relax properly. When you don't have enough potassium in your system, where muscles can get stuck in the contracted position, that's what a cramp is. Research suggests that low potassium levels are one of the leading causes of muscle cramps in older adults. One medium banana has about 400 milligrams of potassium. For preventing cramps, you want to aim for somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 milligrams of potassium per day. So eating 1 or 2 bananas a day is a great start. The best time to eat a banana is in the evening, especially if you get cramps at night. Having that potassium in your system before bed can help prevent those awful middle-of-the-night cramps that wake you up. And here's a bonus tip. If you don't like bananas or can't eat them for some reason, you can also get potassium from other foods like sweet potatoes, oranges, and spinach. But bananas are one of the easiest and most convenient options. Food number 2, leafy green vegetables. Now let's talk about leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These vegetables are absolute powerhouses when it comes to preventing leg cramps. And here's why. Leafy greens are loaded with magnesium. Magnesium is another crucial mineral for muscle function. It works together with calcium to help your muscles contract and relax smoothly. Studies show that magnesium deficiency is extremely common in older adults, and it's a major cause of muscle cramps. When you don't have enough magnesium, your muscles become overexcitable. They contract too easily and too strongly, and they have trouble relaxing. That's exactly what causes cramps. 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you about 150 milligrams of magnesium. You want to aim for around 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium per day. So eating a good serving of leafy greens every day can make a huge difference. The great thing about leafy greens is that they're easy to add to your meals. You can put spinach in a salad, add it to scrambled eggs, blend it into a smoothie, or cook it as a side dish. Kale can be baked into chips or added to soups. There are so many ways to get these vegetables into your diet. And here's something important. Cooking leafy greens actually makes the magnesium easier for your body to absorb. So don't worry about eating them raw if you prefer them cooked. Food number 3, yogurt. Yogurt is an amazing food for preventing leg cramps, and a lot of people don't realize this. The reason yogurt works so well is because it's rich in calcium, and it also contains some potassium and magnesium. Calcium is essential for muscle contraction. Without enough calcium, your muscles can't function properly. But here's the key. Calcium needs to be balanced with magnesium. You need both minerals working together. Too much calcium without enough magnesium can actually cause problems. But yogurt provides a good balance. 1 cup of plain yogurt gives you about 300 milligrams of calcium and around 400 milligrams of potassium. Research suggests that getting enough calcium from food sources like yogurt can significantly reduce the frequency of muscle cramps. Greek yogurt is especially good because it has more protein, which also helps with muscle health. Just make sure you choose plain yogurt without a lot of added sugar. You can add your own fruit or a little honey if you want some sweetness. The best time to eat yogurt is either with breakfast or as an afternoon snack. Having it regularly throughout the week keeps your calcium and potassium levels steady, which helps prevent cramps. If you're lactose intolerant or can't eat dairy, you can get calcium from other sources like fortified plant-based milk, tofu, or canned fish with bones like sardines. But yogurt is one of the easiest and tastiest options if you can eat it. Food number 4, salmon. Now we're getting to one of my favorite foods for preventing leg cramps, salmon. And really, any fatty fish works, but salmon is the most popular and easiest to find. Salmon is incredible for muscle health for several reasons. First, it contains vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium properly. A lot of older adults are deficient in vitamin D, especially if they don't get much sun exposure. Studies show that vitamin D deficiency is linked to increased muscle cramps and muscle weakness. Second, salmon has potassium. A 3-ounce serving of salmon gives you about 300 milligrams of potassium, which adds up when you're trying to reach your daily goal. Third, and this is really important, salmon contains omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats reduce inflammation in your muscles and help them recover better. When your muscles are inflamed, they're more likely to cramp. Omega-3s keep that inflammation down. You don't need to eat salmon every single day. 2 to 3 times per week is plenty to get the benefits. You can bake it, grill it, or even buy canned salmon, which is cheaper and just as nutritious. If you don't like salmon, other good fish options are mackerel, sardines, or tuna. Even fish like trout or herring work well. The key is choosing fatty fish that have those omega-3s. For people who don't eat fish at all, you can get omega-3s from walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. And for vitamin D, you might need to take a supplement. Talk to your doctor about that. Food number 5. Avocados. The 5th food on our list is avocado, and this one surprises a lot of people. Avocados are amazing for preventing leg cramps because they contain a perfect combination of potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats. One medium avocado has more potassium than a banana. We're talking about 700 milligrams of potassium. It also has about 50 milligrams of magnesium. That's a serious 1-2 punch against muscle cramps. The healthy fats in avocados are important too because they help your body absorb the vitamins and minerals better. Fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin K need fat to be absorbed properly, and avocados provide that. Research suggests that people who eat avocados regularly have better overall nutrient absorption, which means all the other healthy foods you're eating work even better. You can eat avocado in so many different ways. Slice it on toast, add it to salads, make guacamole, put it in smoothies, or just eat it with a spoon straight out of the skin. It's versatile and delicious. 1 avocado a day is a great goal if you enjoy them. If they're too expensive or hard to find, even eating them a few times a week will help. Now, I know some people worry about avocados being high in calories. Yes, they do have calories because of the healthy fats, but those fats are good for you, and they help keep you full and satisfied. Don't be afraid of avocados just because of the calories. Okay, so now you know the 5 foods: bananas, leafy greens, yogurt, salmon, and avocados. But here's how to actually use this information to prevent your leg cramps. You don't need to eat all 5 of these foods every single day. That would be overwhelming and probably not realistic. Instead, try to include at least 2 or 3 of these foods in your diet every day. Mix them up throughout the week so you're getting a variety of nutrients. For example, you could have yogurt with banana for breakfast. That covers 2 of the foods right there. Then have a salad with spinach and avocado for lunch. That's 2 more. And maybe have salmon for dinner twice a week. The key is consistency. Eating these foods once in a while won't fix your cramp problem. You need to eat them regularly so your body maintains good levels of these important nutrients. Also, don't forget about hydration. Even if you're eating all the right foods, you still need to drink enough water. Dehydration makes cramps much worse. Try to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. More if it's hot outside or if you're active. One more important thing. If you're taking any medications, some of them can deplete nutrients like potassium and magnesium. Diuretics, which are often prescribed for blood pressure, are especially known for this. If you're on medications, talk to your doctor about whether you need to be extra careful about getting enough of these nutrients. And while we're talking about doctors, if you have severe or very frequent leg cramps that don't improve with diet changes, you should definitely get checked out. Sometimes leg cramps can be a sign of circulation problems or other health issues that need medical attention. But for most people, the cramps are simply caused by not getting enough of the right nutrients. And that's something you can fix with food. Here's the truth that a lot of people don't realize. You don't have to suffer through leg cramps. You don't have to just accept them as part of getting older. In most cases, these cramps are completely preventable. Your body is trying to tell you something. Those painful cramps are a message that you need more potassium, more magnesium, more calcium, or more vitamin D. And the amazing thing is that you can get all of these nutrients from simple, everyday foods. Studies show that people who consistently eat foods rich in these nutrients experience up to an 80% reduction in leg cramps. That means if you're having cramps several times a week, you could potentially reduce them to once a month or even less. Think about how much better your sleep would be if you weren't being woken up by cramps. Think about how much more comfortable you'd be during the day if your legs didn't seize up. Think about being able to go for walks or do activities without worrying about getting a cramp. All of that is possible just by making some simple changes to what you eat. You have the power to fix this problem. The solution is literally in your kitchen. Let's do a quick recap of everything we covered today. The 5 best foods for preventing leg cramps are bananas for potassium, leafy green vegetables for magnesium, yogurt for calcium and potassium, salmon for vitamin D and omega-3s, and avocados for a combination of potassium and magnesium. Try to include at least 2 or 3 of these foods in your daily diet. Be consistent. Eat them regularly, not just once in a while. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. And if you're on medications that might deplete nutrients, talk to your doctor about whether you need supplements. Research suggests that most people who start eating these foods regularly notice a significant improvement in their leg cramps within just a few days to a couple of weeks. Your body will start rebuilding its nutrient stores, and your muscles will function better. Remember, leg cramps are not something you just have to live with. They're fixable. And the solution doesn't require expensive treatments or medications. It just requires eating the right foods. If you enjoyed this video and want to live a healthier, pain-free life, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss future tips that can truly help you as you age. Share in the comments where you're from and a story that could inspire others in our community.